In today's review, we'll be discussing You Are So Not Invited. You so aren't invited to my... Wait, what's the line? You are so not invited to my bar mitzvah. You are so not invited to my bat mitzvah. Hey film friends, I'm Nick Furman. This is Furman On Film. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. Yes!
Okay, now you got my attention.
Stacy and Lydia are BFFs who have always dreamed of having epic bat mitzvahs. However, things start to go comically awry when a popular boy and middle school drama threatens their friendship and their critical rites of passage. Okay, let's start with what I liked about the picture. Now I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised at how universal the acclaim is from that conglomerate review site for this film. But I'm genuinely excited about future possibilities for Happy Madison Productions. You probably know this by now, but all four Sandlers are in this film. Yep, both parents, both daughters. This is the most sort of underplayed and in the background that Papa Sandler has been in a film in years. Literally no one has ever called him that. But it plays well because the one scene where he dials it up like old times is hysterical. And he's effectively moving aside so that a burgeoning star, his daughter Sunny, can rise in his place. Sunny has got the goods. She has all of her dad's histrionics and comedic timing, but adds these precocious, really natural, dramatic touches as well. And the other daughter, Ronnie, is like the perfect straight man foil. If you're gonna argue that Bat Mitzvah is a cut above other teen dramas, then I would point to the writers Fiona Rosenblum and Alison Peck, on whose book this film is based. For a real cliched genre, I found their writing to be touching, often funny, and again, really natural to the rhythms of how teens speak. Finally, the little Easter egg throwbacks to previous Sandler pictures, Goldthorpe rules, was a welcome addition. Okay, let's move on to what I liked a little bit less. Listen, if you're gonna be critical of this film, then here's your biggest ammunition. Story-wise, it's almost entirely derivative. There are hardly any fresh or new ideas here. The coming-of-age teen drama is a road with well-worn ruts. You'll see the central conflict coming like a mile away. The general plot contours will be clear in your mind pretty much from the jump. And my suspicion is that you'll sniff out the conclusion too. Beyond that, look, I'm not at all the target audience for this picture, but the soundtrack made me want to hurl. It's not that it's teeny bopper, that's totally fine. It's that high gloss editing and mixing that makes you feel like you could only be watching a Netflix streaming movie. Every scene opening with a needle drop and either a slow-mo sequence or some aerial establishing shot. And the problem isn't that it's pretty, it's that these writers have actually written something fairly real. So when it just looks like something without that naturalism, it created cognitive dissonance for me. Also, what the hell is Luis Guzman doing in this movie? It's one of the all-time phone-it-in performances. And Idina Menzel is not good in this film, like maybe at acting at all. But she's gonna have to keep on trying and just let it go. So dumb. Okay, so let's move on to some of my own original thoughts and themes of the film. Well, I think it's worth mentioning that some people are lobbing Nepo Baby bombs at this film. Unfortunately for them, their criticism just doesn't have much staying power. And I've already said this whole crew acquits themselves really well. And just like all of the other Sandler productions, everyone seems to be having a blast doing so. And one of the strengths that is unique to this picture is this impressive balance that it strikes. The movie pays respect to the Jewish faith. It utilizes aspects of their sacred rites. It doesn't denigrate tradition. But at the same time, it also comically sends up aspects of the faith as well. Because there's an insider bent to the writing, however, it's always a laughing with and never a laughing at that happens. For instance, the female Rabbi Rachel is the best comic relief of the entire picture. But it also has bigger themes on its mind than just teenage drama politics. Its ultimate message is a really winning one. There's nothing more important than friendship. Certainly not some big dopey crush. So what is You're So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah ultimately? Well, it's a familiar coming-of-age story, but one that is really nicely constructed and acted. A picture that has more than a little Judy Blume in its genes. The real ups and downs, feelings, hardships of teenagers. I'm certainly not a tween girl, but I live with one, and she really identified with this film and loved it. And despite its rather hackneyed story arc, I've got to confess, I teared up a little at the end myself.
Okay, now you got my attention.
Well, there you have it. The only thing left to discuss is our rating for this film. FOF gives this awesome bat mitzvah movie 3 out of 5 stars. If you enjoyed this review, let us know by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. It's the best way to support us so that we can continue to bring you more great movie content. Also, don't forget to visit FurmanOnFilm.com for even more movie reviews. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Furman. This is Furman on Film. Stay firm, my friends.